Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is your coach, Mr. Magno, and we're looking at Module 6, Lesson 2. And in this occasion, we're going to do something called the construct a coordinate system on a plane. All right, let's get right to it. So here we go. We're going to start with this right here. This is our first step. We're going to identify um, this as a horizontal line, a diagonal line from left to right, and from right to left, and here's another diagonal line. Our instructions say something of this sort. Um, Use a set square, which is the ruler, to draw a line perpendicular to the x-axis. So let's identify the x-axis. This is one x-axis, this is one axis, and this is one axis. Through the point, so that's a line. So we're gonna draw a perpendicular line that goes through that x-axis and the points P, Q, R. And we're gonna label the new line as the y-axis. Okay, let's get to it. Let's start with the first one. Okay, so now when a line is perpendicular to another line, it has to be at a right angle. So if you can see right here, there is the x-axis, so we're going to draw our y-axis, which is this one right here, and it has to go through the point P and connect with the axis X, okay? And now we're going to label that one the y-axis, okay? And it went to the point P. We are going to do the same thing with this other one here, which is the one that has the where the line has to go to the point Q, and we're creating another perpendicular line. So let's do that. Here is our perpendicular line starting from the base. Now let me tell you that perpendicular line can cross all the way down. That will be okay too. Notice that we have a 90-degree angle there, right here. And now we can label this the y-axis. So this coordinate plane has a x-axis and a y-axis. Okay, our last perpendicular line that we have to create here has to go through the point R and the axis, the x-axis. So let's look at this right here, and that's going to be, I think that looks like a 90-degree angle. Let me grab my marker and create another perpendicular line. There you go. Okay, now that once we're done with it, we just gotta label this axis gonna be the y-axis. Okay, so now you know what perpendicular lines are. Now, let me undo that and move to the right where we have something that this is gonna be your complete lesson. This is going to be, this is your coordinate plane. As you can see, we already created one, and this one has the axis. And let me just get a color there. I think I like that blue one right there. Okay, so now this is the y-axis, right? And this is the x-axis. And as you can see, the way you will always do this is in this manner. You will always, let me use my pen here, let me activate it. You will always do this thing right here. When you're writing coordinates, which is what you have right here, notice that the x is first and then the y. So remember, if you're not sure of how to write it down, always start with a parenthesis and then you always write the x. And remember, x in the alphabet comes before y. So you always write it like this, x first and then y. When you're looking at a coordinate plane like this one, you do the same thing. For example, let's say we gotta find the coordinates. It says right here, use the coordinate plane. Let me use the coordinate plane to answer the following. Okay, name the shape at each location. All right, so let's look at the location. Here is the x. So the x will go this way to the right. Like I said, the x go first, and then 5 will be up. So that will be 5. Name the shape at each location. So x is 2 and oh wait, 2 is over here. My apologies. This is 2 right here. And let me use a ruler. I think I'm gonna need a ruler for this. It will be easier to make a straight line. Okay, so it goes all the way up to 5, and you can see which one is the line that we're gonna have there, right? It's going to go all the way there. That's a 5. So that's you don't have to have this line right here. I'm just showing it to you so you can see that this is the 5 right here. So that's where the triangle is. So that's we will write the triangle right here. The name of it will be triangle. Let me get this out. Let me close this. So that will be erase this, and that will be the shape at that particular coordinates will be triangle. Okay. Now let's see what shape will be at the coordinate 1. Okay, so here is 1 and 2 for the y-axis. So let me get my ruler again because that helps a lot. So 2 will be, so x will go to the right, and then all the way, and the 2 will be y right there. Okay, so what shape it connects there? And the shape is a circle. So then you will write, the answer will be the circle. The circle will be at that location, at that number line. Okay, let's look at the second one, the third one. The x is a 5. So we're going to look at a 5. So 5 is right here. Okay, here's 5. And then we're going to we're going to fly. It's going to be 6 all the way up. Oh, look, here's a 6. So that's where they meet. So the shape of the particular location at that coordinate will be the square. Okay. And our last one is the x will be 6. So let's see, 6 is going to be right here. And the y coordinate is going to be 5. So if we do that, that's going to be 5 is right there. And that's where they both of these connect, right? And what shape will that be? That will be, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That will be the octagon. The octagon will be in that location. Now, let's answer this. Which shape is 2 units from the y-axis? 2 units from the y-axis. So you identify the y-axis, which is this one right here. And from here, it has to be 2 units. So 2 units, it will be right here. So if you are going to go 1 unit and 2 units, which one is there? And the answer is the triangle. 2 units from the y-axis. So then remember, you're going from the y-axis and you go 2 units, and that will be the triangle. Which shape has an x coordinate of 0? Oh, look at this. Well, when this shape is right on the line, that means the coordinate is 0, and the answer will be the pentagon because it has 5 sides. Pentagon. Okay. Let's look at our last question. It says, which shape is 4 units from the y-axis and 3 units from the x-axis? Okay, I'm going to use a different color for this one. And let me see how thick is yeah, I don't want it to take. Okay, so which shape is 4 units from the y-axis? So here's the y-axis, and I have to go from it 4 units. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, that will be 4 units all the way from there to this area right here, to the 4 units, right? And then it says that 3 units from the x-axis. From the x-axis, this is your x-axis. Remember that. That's going to be 3 units high going up. That'll be 1, correct? No, 1 is right here. 2, 3. So that will be from that 3 units from the x-axis, and the answer will be I think that's a diamond. Diamond. Okay, my friends, this is your lesson for this particular module 6, lesson 2. Make sure you pay attention. Watch the video again if you need to. review the areas that are not clear. And this is your coach, Mr. Magnus, signing out, wishing you the best in these times of learning from home. I am so proud to be the person who's helping you grow and exercise your brain. Signing out, your coach, Mr. Magnus.